Hi everyone, you get a bonus pattern this week because I had a special request to do this pattern called Echo Swirl. It's one by Ina Sonamoser. Look at this, isn't this cool? It's got this awesome flower-like shape that it turns into. The middle is the part that she was having troubles with. So I thought, well, I'm going to give it a go. I may also have troubles with the middle. I don't know. But we're going to give it a go. So step number 1 is going to be the center, which you can do either like this or as a spiral. It's up to you. Well, I will probably do both and see what happens. And then step number 2 is you're going to start somewhere and go almost all the way around. That's your stopping point. And then the next petal, you come down a little bit and you come around and back to that same point. Oops. And then again around and back to that same point, and we're doing good. And then I can see where her issue is, because the step out kind of just ends. And it's like, well, now what do I do? So you're going to have this as you go around. When you get to right around here, you've got to keep going. You've got to pretend like this comes all the way down. So you got to keep this same arch. So I'll show it in pencil. I think I'm going to just make one big one and see how we get on with that, and maybe do the variation as a smaller one. So I'm going to start out in pen. First I'm going to turn on my light. That's the first thing. Okay. So this is for Linda? It was Linda, right? One moment, let me make sure that's the name of the person who made the request. Where's my messenger? Come on. Yes, Linda Joe. So alright, so let's start with an orb. And then we're going to do a come out and go almost all the way around. And then the next one comes out and around. And I'm going to turn my paper out and around, out, and around. Now, this is where it's probably getting tricky. You have to think about, I'm going to draw it with pencil, out, and almost all the way around to where you started. That's where you're headed with your thing. But since you can't see that, you don't actually draw this. But that's where you're headed. You're still headed to almost all the way around from where you started. So the next one, we're going to start here. It's going to come out and go almost all the way around. Come out and go almost all the way around to where we started. Come out and go almost all the way around to where we started. Okay, I'm just going to keep going in pencil, and I'll come back and do it in pen. I didn't go around far enough, but you get the idea. keep going and swirling. Okay. So, can you see it through all of that mess? I'm going to start here and go around. But then you have to stop where you come across to that petal. Out and around. Out and around. Out and around. I can't see what I'm doing, but I hope you got the idea with the pencil, because I'm going to erase it. I can still see it a little bit, so I can use that kind of as a guide, but it was too much. It was in my way. And then you're aiming toward like you going around behind. And I think I'm going to finish it off here soon. So I'm just going to keep making it go around and get smaller actually, instead of growing. Like that. One more. It looks like it needs one more. So it tucks up underneath. Should we try again? Let's try again. Let's turn it over and try it again. I'm going to do this one with the spiral as a variation in the middle. So I'm going to start with a spiral like that. And then pretend like you're going all the way in there. But this gets big fast, don't it? Keep going. I'm just going to keep going around until I fill my area here. There we go. I hope that's what you were looking for. Let's shade this puppy. I don't know if I helped or if I made it more confusing. It really does get big fast though. I'm not sure I could draw it as small as Ina does on her sample. Maybe because I start out with my curve awfully big to start with. I don't know. I guess I could try, go back over onto the other side and try drawing a smaller one. See what happens. That needs some refinement, but you get the gist, I think. Okay, let's try on this side drawing a small one again. I think I really just got carried away with my center. See how big I made the center? And how much smaller that center is? Let me try starting with an even smaller center and see what I get. And this time apparently I'm going to draw it around the other direction. It still does get kind of big quick. But you want to make this get bigger. The middle part needs to get bigger as you come around here. Further from each other. Because you're actually aiming for way over here. Let's see if we can't make it be even bigger. Running out of space, so I'm going to have to make it smaller, tuck itself back under. Like that. That works really well. You just have to, so when you get to this point here, once you've done this little bit in the middle, once you start going around here, make sure that these aren't all coming to this point, that they get bigger in between as it comes around. See how much wider this is than it was here? They just need to get bigger. If that helps. I hope that helps. And then we can shade, because, you know, can't leave it unshaded. That would be just wrong. That one's on top of that one. And these petals are definitely in front of that one. Same here. that. And then at the edge here, I can do a little bit right there. I can't stop fussing with it. That. Just a little bit. Give those little petals a little something. All right, I hope that helped you with your issue there, Linda. I don't know if that is what your problem was. If you were having troubles getting... I can see where if you were kept going to this point, that if you, when you came around, that it wouldn't look right if you kept coming to this point. Let me try that on another piece of paper. Do I have another piece of paper? I don't. I have this one. Let me show you where I think it, if you don't do it right, where it might go wrong. If you start here and you come around to that point, but you never get bigger. If you never start getting bigger and go this way with it, I can see where this wouldn't look the same. Where you would if you kept going into that same place and you didn't move that, if you didn't move that along, it's not bad, it's just different. Is that what you're ending up with? Because that's because you're not moving this line along that one and coming around there. I hope I answered your question. You know, I'm not like I said, I learn along with you guys. And so, you know, if you have one that you are looking for, that you need help with, I'm happy to give it a go. This was, what was it called? I need to write it down here so I remember. Echo Swirl. I'm going to just sign this one. Echo Swirl bonus. There's a bonus video. There we go. One way or the other. I did it at a diagonal there. And I hope I was helpful. Let me know if this wasn't what your problem was. Maybe you can describe it better for me. But I think I figured out what your issue was. I think you might be having this problem. Maybe. Because you said that you could get the first few steps done. And then you were having troubles with this overlap. So I think that might be the issue. So hopefully I answered your question. All right. You have a great day. And I will see you later. Bye-bye.